What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I get a lot of questions on my page about like your wardrobe and where would you start if you were starting over, and I thought this would be a really great video to do in longer form. I could have done it over on my Instagram like kind of quickly, but I think this is something that really needs to be like sat down and discussed, right? So if you had, you know, a revamp of your closet, where would you begin, right? And it's kind of given, like, I would say maybe more of the basics. Now, I'm very comfortable today. I am in my Nordstrom's set. If you watch my Nordstrom's video, I had this on my list of things to pick up. So I wanted to be comfortable, so grab a seat and we're going to just kind of talk through like what are wardrobe basics and how can you build from that. These are going to be the bare minimum things. I'm going to try to give you guys like stores I think that carry, or brands that carry the best items, but it's going to be the very basic level. So the first thing I want to start with when it comes to wardrobe basics, I'm going to say, and this is a question I think is perfect time for it. Right now, the stores have a lot of fall items out, and it's a little bit overwhelming, I think. I remember feeling this way when the Nordstrom's anniversary sale would come, and I'm like, okay, so there are jackets, and there are coats, and there's jeans, and there's blazers, and like, what do I pick up? And it can be very overwhelming if you're not taking an idea of like what you already have in your closet, right? And I think this is the perfect timing because everybody is putting out their fall items, and I feel like in the summertime and spring, people really don't care about a revamp, but something about that fall weather, it really makes you feel like I really want to like redo my wardrobe. And let's face it, fall and winter is full of so many great items with jackets and coats and accessories and scarves. The summertime and spring, if you put on a beautiful maxi dress, a great pair of sandals, a pair of shades, and a good bag, you're good to go, okay? So let me get into I would say these are the 10 items I think that can start off any wardrobe. And I'm going to give you, I think, things that are not so pricey, because maybe you have $2,000 and you want to do a full revamp. I think these are things that are affordable in these categories, right? So let's get into it. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be jeans. I think jeans are a staple regardless of the weather, right? Summer, spring, fall, winter, it doesn't matter. You need really good jeans. And my top 3 places for jeans, number 1 is going to be Abercrombie. And I put Abercrombie at number 1 because Abercrombie carries this Curvy Love line, which I think is like genius. It is the same jean that comes in regular, but in Curvy Love. And it's for that extra like width in the thigh area, in the butt area. They also carry some of their jeans in extra long, which make them very tall girl friendly. I think Abercrombie has it down packed when it comes to jeans. They have it really laid out. We can get great jeans, I think, from anywhere, but I think at the price point, you can find their jeans about $89 to $99. They usually are running some sort of 15 to 20% discount. They also fit really great. So when the high-waisted jean fad kind of came out, I just could not find my way, and I kept finding jeans that were high-waisted, you know, mom-like, but they looked horrible on my butt. They had gapping in the back, and you guys know Zara jeans are known for that. But Abercrombie came in a clutch. And again, I'm on the Curvy Love side, so this was perfect for me. My second one will probably be American Eagle. They've always done really great jeans. If you want that really like rigid jean that doesn't have any stretch in it, that's high-waisted. There was a pair recently that went viral that were high-waisted with the knee cutouts, and they were so good. Rigid jeans doesn't work on my body type, which again for me is why Abercrombie is number 1. Also, Abercrombie I think comes with 1 or 2% elastane, and listen, that 1% helps, okay? Especially when you have thighs and butt, okay? And then my third, and it's not for any reason, Good American. Good American probably has the best fitting jeans I've ever had. I'm only going to make them 3 because they are a little bit pricier than the other ones, okay? So Abercrombie and Abercrombie and American Eagle, you can get jeans from anywhere from $40 to $99, right? Good American, you may spend sometimes close to $200 on a pair of jeans, but they are amazing. The size range is wide and vast, and she just did these jeans right. Absolutely right. So if you're looking for good denim, I think that's a really great place to start. Now, of course, you have Frame and a few other brands that are really great, but they're pricier, and you know, but if we're talking about starting, this is a good start. So since we're talking about jeans, let's go right into blazers. I feel like jeans and blazers go together, especially for fall time, right? And we know that Zara makes this blazer every single year. It's a double-breasted blazer. You can't go wrong. It has these beautiful button detail on it. I believe it's been out every year. It's on sale right now with probably a few sizes left. They do it in at least 5 to 6 colors, right? I've seen blue, green, white, black, pink, for sure. So at least those 5 colors. There may be a few more. This is a classic blazer. On sale, I think it's about $49, and you can get it about $99 throughout the year. So I'm sure come fall, they'll be back in stock. I've also seen them in a really like caramel brown, right? But the make of this blazer, a double-breasted blazer looks flattering on almost any body type. If you don't want to button it, you can at least let it stay open, but you get that like hourglass shape because it's tailored really nice, and it's also cut long enough. I'm personally right now into blazers that are a little bit longer, which is why I just purchased the Jacquemus and the Ronnie Cobo blazer. It just made sense. Now, I want to also add H&M on this list. H&M does do really great blazers. You do have to be mindful the quality is sometimes just not there. I have a great blazer I bought last year that I adore, but once I washed it, it wasn't so great. Now it was like $49, so it's maybe not even that much, maybe more like $29. It was from the divided side of the house, which is a little bit cheaper, but it's a really great long blazer, and it definitely has that hourglass with the length on it, right? So don't sleep on H&M. That's a really great place, honestly, to get a lot of basics. If you are a lucky person that does not have to worry about height in jeans and pants and, you know, curvy style, H&M is going to be a really baseline go-to, but they have really great blazers too. So while we're talking about jeans, let's talk about slacks as well. In the recent years, I feel like slacks are like a definite staple. They used to be, I think 15 years ago, you just wore your slacks to work and to, you know, maybe if you had to go to a dressed up occasion. And it's not just any pair of slacks, right? They have to be right. Aritzia does this effortless pant that is really amazing. It comes in tall, it comes in regular, and I also believe short. It's flattering on just about everybody. Now, I told you guys my thing with Aritzia. I do think they can be more size inclusive, and I've just found in my journey of looking for, you know, really great slacks, it can just be hard. But these are a really great baseline if you're under a size, I would say 14. They run really great. They come in many colors. They look great with t-shirts as well as with, you know, dressed up with a suit or things like that. So I love those, but also Good American does a really great pant as well. Pants are one of those things, I feel like they're different from jeans. You really have to go through your run. You have to go through and try on a lot because you have to see what works for your body type and what looks best. So for me, this effortless pant has been a staple in my closet for like the last 4 years. I think they're great. They're one of my favorite go-to slacks when I need to wear like that dress down but kind of dressed up look. So check those out, but also I'm going to link these Good American pants as well. Again, Khloe Kardashian and Emma, they have it together, like the size, the length, they have everything covered for you. They're a little bit more pricey, but I do think they're worth it. So speaking of the most basic of the basics, let's get into a collared button-up shirt. Now, a collar button-up shirt can go a very long way. Dressed up, dressed down, worn as a dress, depending on how long it is. A button-up shirt is just a staple, especially at a certain age. And I think that Banana Republic is a go-to. They have really great, if you're looking for that plain white button-up shirt, they have it done there, right? Now, J. Crew used to be my go-to. They changed their shirt, I believe, a few years back, but they had for me the baseline button-up shirt. It was absolutely amazing. And I went back a few years later and it lost its shape. It was just kind of a square. So since we're talking about tops, let's go into your basic tanks, your basic what's going to be under your blazer, what's going to be going along with your jeans and things like that. The OQQ tanks I cannot say enough about. If you're into bodysuits, if you're into tank tops, these are going to be the most cost-effective, best tanks you've ever spent your money on, okay? If that doesn't work for you, please check out the Body Contour line by Express. Now, Express does a lot of things right, and I really do think people need to take a second look at Express. They're going through a bankruptcy, I believe, right now, so a lot of their stores are closing. They do have a great return policy. They run amazing sales. But right now, just the Body Contour line, chef's kiss. It is amazing. I want to say need I say, they're probably a little bit better than Skims to me. It's really nice. It's thick. It's well made. It feels like quality. I mean, you normally don't get this double paneled or double layered tank top, and they are just good and cropped in bodysuits. It feels nice. It looks nice. They can be pricey, so if you catch them on sale, but OQQ and Body Contour by Express is going to definitely be your bottom line basics for your tank. Okay, so let's get into shoes. Shoes is going to, and when I talk about shoes, I mean boots, heels, thigh boots, you know, calf level boots, all of that. I don't want to go into specifics because that's going to be something different for everybody, right? I know for me, finding an above the knee, over the knee boot is virtually almost impossible. Okay, I have large calves, and if I find a boot that goes over these here thighs, it's an immediate purchase. Okay, so I don't want to be biased in giving you an item to pick, but I will tell you, price wise, Steve Madden, hands down, number one. If you're looking for a classic pump, that starter pump, that easy pump, I believe it's the Pronto. I will post the pictures of all these things I'm talking about here. The Pronto pump is, if that's the name of it, is baseline perfect. It is the quintessential pump that you need. The thing I love about Steve Madden, his shoes are made well. I don't think he get enough credit. I love a shoe that walks with you. And what I mean by that, the shoe isn't wiggling and wobbling all around. You guys, you know, we've been there and we've done that. Steve Madden shoes are well made. I'm going to also put Jeffrey Campbell on this list. Well made, trendy, beautiful shoes. Sam Edelman. Sam Edelman also has a pump, if I can remember, I'll put it here, that is also classic. The good thing about Jeffrey Campbell and Sam Edelman, you can get the heel heights, because sometimes Steve Madden, the only issue I have with getting older, the heel heights are very high. So sometimes you're not looking for a 4-inch pump, right? You kind of want to stay maybe at a 3, maybe a 3.5, but 4 and 4.5 is kind of pushing it these days, right? So I love Sam Edelman for that. And always, I believe, Schutz is the way you say the name. I love this brand. Their shoes are always usually comfortable. And again, you can find very trendy. Now, the thing with Steve Madden, we all know, he's going to dupe a designer, period. So if there is a designer shoe you're looking for, sometimes, come close, he does it better. You didn't hear from me. You didn't hear from me. But I will put a few, and I'm showing you guys a few pictures here, some of my favorite fall shoes with Steve Madden. He just kind of gets it right. It is what it is. It makes sense. You guys know he did the Hermes slides that everyone loves in the Chippery sandal and also in the Iran. And he also did the Christian Dior slide as well, where he put like Capri or Paris on there. He gets it right. And some folks were saying these were even more comfortable than the ones they purchased from the high-end stores. So for shoes, that's going to be my go-to. While we're talking about shoes, I think New Balance and Sambas are just, they have it together. Asics as well. I haven't gotten into the Asics, but I've shown you guys I have quite a few pair of the, I have 2 pair of New Balance, and I have a pair of Samba lookalikes from Reebok that work great. So I will post some of the New Balance that I like. Only problem is the New Balance and the Sambas really sell out quickly. I think online is really hard unless you're following somebody. I do, if they come in stock, I'll put them on my page. But going into the store is going to be your best. I've had really great luck with going into the mall and actually going into the shoe stores, the tennis shoe stores, and them having my size. Online is just very difficult. Sometimes the prices are a little bit gouged, but these are like baseline sneakers, right? Love them. So the next thing is going to be outerwear, because again, this transformation is probably happening around fall, right? If anyone's going to revamp their closet. I do believe everybody needs 2 coats to start with. You need a dress coat and you need a puffer everyday coat. Now, I'm a fur person. I recently got into furs about 2 or 3 years ago. Well, I've had a fur vest for probably over 15 years, but I got my first full-length fur coat about 2.5 years ago. I wear that thing to go pick up my mail, to go to, you know, the post office, to go get gas. That's just me. I love like having a fur coat in a place it doesn't really belong. I just love that, as opposed to wearing it dressed up. But if we were starting over, I would say you need to have that puffer coat. And I think Lululemon does an amazing job. They can be a little bit pricey. Now, obviously you can go to other brands. I can't think of the brand right now. I'll put it below, where everyone gets their puffers. And you know there's the Canada Goose and things like that. But there's another brand in my mind right now. I'll put it below. And also Aritzia. They also do really great puffers. There's also this brand S3. Now, for me, the top line, I love Mackage and the brand that I listed below. The puffers are long, they're stylish, they are amazing, but they are, you know, $1,300, $2,000, right? The Lululemon puffer will probably cost you about $300 to $400, and the S13, which I do believe, if you heard of the brand Sam, S-A-M dot, they can be a little pricey too, maybe about $600. You can get an S13 coat for about $200 to $300. I had one a few years ago. Now, only problem with these coats is, and I think I've said this multiple times in this video, they're not very size inclusive. I think a XL is the furthest they go up, but you can, when you get this coat, they're so well made. They look really good. They look the part. And the next coat is going to be a dress coat. I think Aritzia Babaton is the brand. You guys know Aritzia carries different brands. Babaton is one of the most beautiful dress coats that I've seen. I looked up last year and got this Good American coat here. If this comes back in stock, I will have it listed below, or just follow me over on IG. I'll post it. The girls went crazy for this. It wasn't that expensive either, and it was long. And I say long, I mean like, I'm 5'5", and it was almost dragging the ground. So if you want that really long coat, this is going to be a really good one. I hope they bring it back. But Babaton does a great coat. Also, Banana Republic and J. Crew, they're going to have really great, I don't want to call it a peacoat. That's not what you're looking for. You want more of like a nice dress coat. These two coats will carry you through fall and winter. One is for work and church and, you know, really great events. And then the puffer coat is your everyday running errands, but you still look together, right? And I love that. That's why I love a puffer coat. We could get into moto jackets and trench coats and things, but again, we're speaking about baseline. And I think these two are needed for baseline. So the last thing is going to be sunglasses, right? We're going to top that outfit off. You're going to walk out with your Abercrombie denim on. You're going to have on your puffer coat. You're going to have on your really great tank from OQQ, and you're going to throw on your Quay shades, and you're going to be ready and out the door, okay? Quay by far makes the best shades for the price point. They run about $60. They do have sales from time to time, and then they are easy. They are aviators. Aviators look great on everybody. I love the high key. It is my favorite. It comes in a mini and it comes in regular. If you have a fat face like me, the regulars are the best. The minis are for someone with a much smaller frame face, but I love them nonetheless. Great price point, and they're going to be super easy. Now, obviously, I could have gone into like bags and more accessories. This is just baseline, guys. If you want me to do a little bit more or go more into depth, please leave a comment below, and maybe that'll be my next video. But I hope this helped if you are looking forward to like starting over your wardrobe. You want to know like, where do I begin? Where do I start? I hope I gave you a great beginning. I'll see you guys next week.